muna, ayusin mo ng sound. As per Ms. Gina T, nakapag-withdraw yung mga steps niya ng millions of pesos. How much to be exact, ma'am?
Good afternoon, Senator. If we compute the bank transaction history records from RCBC alone, 41 million.
41 million. At most of those checks were forged according to the PNP. Ang tanong ngayon, bakit nakalusot? At ang iniinsist palagi ng RCBC, right? Data
Bank secrecy law.
ay bank secrecy law. Nandito ba yung RCBC para kausapin niyo si
Sir,
Ms. Gina T?
sir,
Ma'am.
can I?
Oh, go ahead po. Sige.
Good afternoon po, everyone. And before anything else, not only am I thankful, but I'm grateful to to the chairman, Senator Raffy Tulfo, for making this happen. I didn't know that a family estate issue would turn into a national issue. I'm a very private person. It was not my intention to end up here, but I'm truly grateful to you, Senator. If you would see in the video that they will, I'm not sure if they intend to show it, but when I approached Senator Raffy, he was my last recourse. I was hopeless because it's been 3 years. I come here as a widowed spouse of my husband. Alam naman po natin ang estate law that when a deceased, if he has an estate, it's divided accordingly to his legitimes, to his legitimate heirs. So ako po bilang his widowed legitimate spouse, and he has 5 children. We were not fortunate to have children. I had miscarriages. So he has 5 children from his first marriage. So he was legally annulled. I didn't know po that, syempre nung my husband died December 16 of 2021. And it's already 2025, and I think it's really, really unfair that up to now, the estate has not been distributed. Again, this is just supposed to be a family issue, but it has become now a national interest because when my husband died, I did not think naman po of doing my due diligence of taking care of the estate because I was grieving. But I didn't know that in the course of my grieving, I didn't know that money transfers were already being made by my stepchildren. And it's a good thing that a month after my husband died, I approached my lawyer in the person of Attorney Howard Calleja. I approached him and he was the one who encouraged me na, ayusin na natin to, di ba? Ako naman po, Senator, wala naman akong iniisip na may gagawin ng mga bata. Kasi we're a family supposedly, it's not a perfect family. But when I started doing my due diligence and sending official letters to RCBC and Metrobank, they were not cooperative at the onset. Metrobank, RCBC initially told me they cannot give me and provide the information because of the bank secrecy law. And my argument with them was, what are you keeping the secret from when I'm the legitimate spouse? Similarly, with Metrobank po, I also sent them a letter with the same tone, and they also told me the same. It's a bank secrecy law. As opposed to the stepchildren have full access to all the information of my husband's bank account. In fairness to RCBC, after some prodding, I was able to get hold of information from RCBC po. Kasi initially po, ang RCBC, ang binigay lang nila po sa akin is just a list of his bank accounts. So during that time when RCBC provided me in writing po ang list of bank accounts, the bank account of my husband had, RCBC alone, my husband has 7 peso accounts and $1 account. When RCBC gave me the list, it was just the account numbers, and that was it. Syempre po, as an heir, you need to know the value of the bank account, right? After some time, I was able to get hold from the head office of RCBC a copy of the amounts. When I saw the amount, sir, I'm not sure if it's safe to share, but when I saw the amount the balance of the 7 peso accounts, 6 figures lang po yun. And hindi po ako naniniwala na 6 figures lang yung balance ng asawa ko. Kasi that means mas marami pa akong pera sa kanya, which is impossible. My husband owns 3 companies in Surigao del Sur. We have 176 employees. So imposibleng 6 figures lang po yung balance ng account ng asawa ko from 6 accounts. Of 6 to 6 accounts. So finally, when I was able to get hold from RCBC of the real amount po, yun nga, hindi po ako makapaniwala. So they provided me, sir, with the bank transaction history records. And dun ko po nakita, which your office has a copy of, dun ko po nakita that there were transfers being made even after his death and even while my husband nakarata ospital at hindi pa po patay. My husband and I had COVID. My husband died from COVID. We were in the COVID ward. So obviously during the pandemic, no one is allowed in the COVID ward. So there is no way for the checks to be signed by my husband kasi COVID pa, naka-intubate pa siya. And nobody is allowed in the COVID ward. And then ang mas masakit po, Senator, as I mentioned to you during your show, was withdrawals were being made after his death. And alam naman po natin ng batas that pag may namatay na po, frozen na po ang mga assets.
Pero alam ba nung bangko, ma'am, na
Opo,
nagpass
kasi
away na yung husband
yes,
niya?
sir, because they even sent flowers to our house during
Okay,
the
so
way.
alam nila.
Opo.
Okay.
Opo. So,
Opo.
nagtataka po ako po walang access. Sila, hindi lang access yung mga stepchildren, pati fund transfers, which nakalagay naman po sa bank transaction history records. So, dumulog po ako sa programa niya, sir, because I tried, my lawyers tried to do everything that is legally possible, they reach out, tell the children, let's do everything amenable, pero the kids are not cooperative at all. We give credit to the lawyers of the stepchildren, but he's just the bearer of the news. Tagasunod lang naman siya. Ako, I give credit to the Callejo Law Office because they're very proactive. So,
And then meron tayo ditong letter from the PNP stating that ilan sa mga cheque ay forged.
Apo.
Okay. Tanungin natin mamaya sa PNP paano nila patunayan na forge yung mga checks na yan. For the meantime, I would like to talk to RCBC first. Meron mga representative from the RCBC.
Dito po sila.
Okay.
Meron po, sir.
And sino yung unang gustong sumagot po doon sa mga katanungan ni Ms. Gina T?
Good afternoon, Senator. Good afternoon, everyone. Ang una pong tanong ay tungkol po dun sa pagkaalam po ng bangko tungkol sa death ng client natin.
No, habang nakaratay pa yung kanyang husband sa COVID ward na wala namang pinapayagan kahit na sinong pinaka-close relative, although dalawa silang nakaratay doon, bakit tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung bank transfer, tuloy-tuloy pa yung pagtanggap ng mga cheque na ma-encash? Why did it happen?
Senator, good afternoon po. With regards po dun sa mga cheque na pumasok noong sabi ni Ms. T na nakaratay si kliyente, is nung pumasok po ito, during that time, hindi naman po namin alam na kung ano katatayuan
Hindi nyo alam.
ng kliyente. So, kami po ay nagbase lamang doon sa cheque na pumapasok.
Right. So, do you have a way na para malaman kung yung signature ba ay forged o hindi?
Lahat po ng cheque na pumapasok sa bangko namin ay sinisili po yung mga image at mina-match po yung pirma doon sa pirma na meron po kami pinangahawakan na ginamit noong nagbukas
Okay.
na ako.
I would like to call the attention of the PNP na nag-issue nitong certification na forged yung mga checks. Identify yourself, Colonel.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. We have the question document examination on
Ano muna ang title niyo po sa PNP at ano po yung expertise niyo?
Sir, I am the deputy director for operation, and also with us the person who conducted the examination and chief of the question documents division, sir.
Pero meron bang expert sa inyo na nagtitingin sa mga signatures?
Yes, sir. We have, sir.
And who is that
also with
person?
us,
What's his name?
Eduardo de Rosario, sir, our document examiner, and also the division chief of question documents, Inyo Pilinit Aguila, sir. So
Okay, hello. Matanong ko lang, anong expertise meron kayo para masabi nyo na kayo ay capable sa pag-examine ng isang signature at madetermina kung yun ba ay forged o hindi?
Sir, can we turn over to our question document examiner?
Yes po.
Yes, sir.
Magandang hapon po sa lahat, particularly po kay Senator. Ako po si Lainit Villapando Aguila, Chief po ng Question Document Examination Division. So, mayroon po kaming mga qualification before maging a document examiner.
Okay.
So, first, our course po is a criminology. So, we are a criminologist. And we have attended some courses regarding the signature identification and examination. And I'm almost more or less 25 years as a document examiner po sa PNP Forensic Group.
Sounds good. Okay. So dito sa initial certification at meron kayong nilagay ng mga cheque rito, mga exhibit na sinasabi ninyong forge. So paano po nasabi na forge? Yung mga
So,
cheque na pinakita sa inyo ni Miss Gina T.
Actually po, the findings that we give to that examination is an indication that the question signatures appearing on the 6 RCBC checks bearing signature of Mr. Albin O. T. ay indication po that there are indications that they were not written by one and the same person. Indication lang po yung binigay namin kasi photocopies po yung 6 RCBC checks na inexamine namin.
Photocopies
Opo, sir.
na ibinigay ng RCBC kay Ma'am Gina na ipinasa sa inyo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So RCBC, bakit photocopy? Bakit hindi canceled check mismo ang pinakita nyo kay Ma'am Gina? Di ba dapat may yung canceled check kasi doon makikita talaga mas malinaw yung pirma.
Senator, ngayon po kasi tayo po ay naka-image-based clearing na simula po noong 2017. So yun pong mga original checks ay hindi na po bumabalik sa bangko na nag-issue nito.
Saan pupunta yung canceled check?
Ito po ay naiiwan kung saan i-deposit yung cheque.
So bakit hindi nyo pwedeng kunin ba yun para ipa-examine natin ulit?
Nung pong nalaman namin itong kaso na ito is nung pong sumulat ang inyong tanggapan.
Kaya nga,
sa-
so ipakita nyo yung bagong check para examine ng expert natin sa PNP. Huwag nyo bigyan ng photocopy para wala na kayong pwede maibutas. So dapat yung expert ninyo, pati expert ng PNP, tingnan natin sino magaling sa inyo. I want the cancelled check. Ipapasabi na namin yung cancelled check.
I-request po natin ito sa bangko kung saan i-deposit yung cheque.
Yes, you must. You're from the main office, right?
Opo, Senator.
Good. Wala ba kayong tinatawag na threshold amount na pag na-reach yung amount na yon, you have to call the depositor kung sa kanya ba itong signature, itong inisyong cheque at kung i-go ba o hindi? Wala?
Senator, meron po kaming mga policies and procedures po sa mga ganyan.
Kaya nga. So in the case sa account ni Mr. T, ano yung policy niyo o threshold niyo sa cheque na natatanggap niyo from him na para ini-encash o pinapasok?
Senator, hindi ko po kasi pwedeng ang ating palisiyan ng bangko.
Okay, sige. Ayaw policy ng bangko. Pero meron kayong policy na ganon in
Meron.
place. Nakita by the millions. Okay? Yung isang cheque, 1 million doon. Meron pa isang cheque at 16 million. Don't tell me, doon sa 16 million, hindi man lang kayo tumawag kay Mr. T. Para sabihin, Mr. T, itong cheque 101, i-go ba namin ito o hindi? Pag sinabi ni Mr. T, ngayon, ilalag nyo ngayon doon sa libro kung sino yung tumawag at anong oras, yung pagtawag ninyo at anong araw.
Your Honor, good afternoon. Ang bangko po ay meron pong mga internal policy para gawin po yan. Subalit po, sa dami po ng checking pumapasok sa amin, kailangan po namin mag-decide base po sa mga konsiderasyon at kasama po doon ang...
Bullshit! Sorry. No. Ako nga, hindi naman ako ganun kalaki ng pera ko. Pag meron ng cheque na in-issue ko 10,000, tinatawag ko ng bangko eh. 10,000 lang yung bangko tatawag sa akin. Mr. Tulpo, igugo ba namin itong check number na ito? 10,000 lang. Yung pa kaya 16 million, sabihin mo sa akin kasi ang daming check yung pumapasok. Huwag mo naman ako i-bullshit. Mr. Peralta, huwag ako. That's a lot of money. 16 million we're talking about. We're not talking about 16,000 pesos. 16 million, maalarma ka na. Dapat yung tao ninyo dyan sa bangko, yung manager, tatawag na. Teka muna, totoo ba ito? O baka ninakaw lang itong checking ito at pinorge? O ngayon, may tatawag, sir, o pwede pagtawag sa bahay, o nandiyan ba si Mr. T? Andito, paasa mo telepono, Mr. T. Okay ba itong checking ito? Ikaw bang pumirma ito? Ganun dapat. Pero paano matawagan? Nasa COVID ward nga eh.
Senator, with all due respect, ang bangko po ay mayroong mga threshold nga po, sabi ko nga po kanina. Ito po ay sinusunod naman ng bangko. Subalit,
Kaya nga kung sinunod, bakit kung tumawag sila dun sa may isang check na worth 16 million, bakit hindi tumawag?
may iba pong mga konsiderasyon, Your Honor.
Baka anong konsiderasyon?
Tulad po ng anong mga detalye ng nasa cheque, kailan po siya na-issue, kanino po ang payer ng cheque, at kung...
Sir, again, another bullshit. Regardless kung anong circumstances, regardless kung anong araw, regardless kung para kanino, etc., etc., pag sinabing you have to make a call because that's a policy dahil sa amount na yan ay malaki o na-reach na yung threshold, you have to make that phone call. Which you did not. Sabi ko sa akin, yung sa akin, 10,000 lang eh. Na sinulat kong cheque, tinatawagan na ako eh.
By record po kami, Senator Tulfo, na mayroon po kami mga ginawang pagtawag. Hindi ko lang po ma-confirm yung pinapakita
Hindi,
natin
sa lahat ng
specific na
cheque, tumawag kayo.
Sabi ko nga po, Your Honor, hindi po lahat.
Then you should have brought that with us today because alam mo, magkakahiring tayo tungkol dito. Then you should have brought it with us. Sabihin nila, etong checking ganito, tumawag kami kay Mr. T, ang tumawag si Maria. Etong checking number 2, tumawag kami, ang tumawag si Mario. Dapat meron na kayong ganong klase mga information because you know ahead of time na itong pag-uusapan natin. Kasi sa susunod, paupuin kita ulit dito, gigisahin kita ng 10 beses. Huwag kayo magsinungaling. Nalusutan kayo rito. Or, like I said in my radio program, I don't think it's a policy of RCBC na manloko ng tao as an institution. Malinis ang RCBC. I don't have any problem with the RCBC. Pero meron at meron tao doon sa branch na yun na loko-loko, na gumawa ng kalokohan. And that's what you have to find out. Huwag nyo na i-cover up. Admit your fault, mag-sorry, and then sibakin yun, dapat sibakin.
Mr. Senator, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
We will do the necessary process and the investigation to make sure that if there has been a breach of our policies, we will punish the persons involved. But at this point po, Mr. Senator, we don't have the full information on that.
Then you have to investigate because once na nakita nyo sa inyo investigation, talaga nagkamali yung tao,
Yes,
i-refund, ibalik yung pera.
Yes, we will, Senator. We will
Thank you.
have our own investigation, but the result of the investigation, I cannot preempt at this point.
Okay. Ma'am Gina, parang gusto niyo magsalita. Go ahead po, ma'am. Pakiayos nga.
Is it correct? Tama. Hello? Can I be heard?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, napapailing po ako sa comment ng RCBC. Katulad sinabi niyo, sir, they knew that there was a Senate hearing. They should have done their research. And it's been 3 years, Senator. It's been 3 years. Hindi po ako naging pabaya sa pagsulat ng reminder sa kanila. I've called them repeatedly. I've spoken to the manager in RCBC Tandag. They know yung aking lamentation. Alam nila yung reklamo ko. But it fell on deaf ears, no? Hindi nila ako iniintindi. So, kaya nga dumulog po ako sa inyo because I saw naman the biases were geared towards the stepchildren. Okay. And
Because yung isa doon, politiko.
yung aki pong nireklamo sa programa nyo, kaya ko po siya, I'm not singling him out.
That's why I'm said, ma'am, sorry.
Consular
Politiko,
po.
siguro, exactly.
He's a
Binibigyan ng
counselor
pabor
po.
dahil may connection.
Opo. Hindi ko siya sinisingle out because konsehal siya. Because he was the single point of contact when we were still in speaking terms, siya po ang single point of contact because lima silang magkapatid, ako lang mag-isa. So, sa akin, sir, kasi, if you see the back of the checks, the money were transferred to a certain bank account, which is named Mighty Oaks Corporation. And Mighty Oaks is owned by Councilor Alvin T. and 4 of his siblings. And wala po siyang, 5 lang po sila dyan sa incorporation na yan, wala po yung pangalan ng asawa ko dyan sa bangko na yan na nasa Metrobank kasi kaya hindi ma-frozen yung account na yon kasi wala ang pangalan ng asawa ko dyan sa board of directors. We have SEC papers that we generated and Mighty Oaks is owned by Councilor Alvin T. and the 4 other children. That's where all the money went according to all the transaction history records of RCBC.
Sa katanungan RCBC, nalaman nyo na nag-passed away na yung husband ni Ma'am Gina, nagpadala pa pala kayo ng flowers. Okay? Now, after his death, bakit tuloy-tuloy pala yung pag-transfer ng pera out of his account?
Senator, sa record po ng aming bangko, ang knowledge of death po ng branch, ng Tandag branch is January 11, kung kailan po si Ma'am Gina ay nagpadala sa amin ng sulat na in-acknowledge po ng branch. Doon po yung date na kami naman po ay nag-act para i-put on hold yung accounts po ni deceased client natin.
January 11 na freeze yung account.
Yes, Senator.
Ma'am Gina?
Sir, the bank officers went to my house during the wake, aside from sending me flowers. Don't you think po na pumunta kayo sa bahay, don't you think po na dapat from then on, fini-freeze mo ng accounts?
Motopropyo na yan. So, alam niyo na po lang patay, pumunta na pala sa bahay, sa wake, yung mga alipores niyo dyan sa branch, then automatically kinabukasan, after the visit sa wake, motopropyo,
Frozen.
sila na mismo gumawa
Yeah.
ng freeze, pag-freeze ng account.
Ang
Mr.
wake,
Senator, sorry po, ma'am. Ma'am
sorry,
Gina, go ahead.
can
Or
I
at
just
least
say?
talk to Ma'am
Go ahead
Gina.
po. Pasensya na po.
No problem. My husband died December 16. His wake was from December 18 to December 26. Bumisita po ang mga officers
December 18,
up to December 26. Kasi
Yung wake,
December
okay.
26, dinala po namin, ako at si Councilor, nung kami ay okay pa nung ni Councilor, ako at si Councilor at ang kanyang girlfriend, dinala po namin ang labi ng asawa ko sa Davao to have it cremated. And Davao is 5 hours away from Tandag City. Pero during the wake period, the officers of Tandag City went to our house. Kilala po ang pamilya ng asawa ko. So, posibleng walang may alam na patay ang asawa ko. And just to share with you, Senator, I spoke to, again, sinabi ko sa show nyo, I spoke to BDO again. Tinanong ko sa kanila, kailan nyo i-freeze ang account? Kailangan
may account ba kayo sa BDO, ma'am?
Opo, meron
Okay.
po. And sabi ng BDO, the moment we find out, even if there's no letter yet, we will freeze the account.
Automatic.
Oo.
Even without you
Oo,
informing them
yeah.
or telling
Yeah,
them
so, because
to do
alam
so.
na, and kaya nga sabi ng BDO, especially ma'am, kung kilala yung pamilya ng asawa nyo, alam naman ng lahat na namatay siya. He's well loved in our province. So, imposible po na gagamitan ako ng technical ng RCBC na January lang nila. Kasi sir, there were withdrawals up to after his death nga, di ba? Merong December 23 withdrawals, merong mid-January withdrawals. So, it's very unfair for RCBC to use technical terms sa akin.
Ayan, RCBC, nasaktan nyo lalo si Ma'am Gina.
Ma'am Gina?
Sir, do not ever fucking smile. Do not. This is serious matter. Malungkot siya, ilang taon na ito, nagmadalamhati siya, tapos pangising-isi ka dyan. Heck, don't do that, please.
Pasensya na po, Mr. Senator. And pasensya na rin, Madam Gina T. Ito pong mga informasyon ngayon nakakalat po lang namin after we receive the invitation from the Senator. No? Sabi ko nga po, Mr. Senator, we will investigate kung talaga bang nagpadala ng flowers, kung talaga bang merong breach in the policy. Because sa sinasabi po ni Ms. Gina, ganun din po ang policy ng RCBC.
Bakit?
We put on hold the account once we get
Isa
knowledge.
pa, kung meron kayong magandang policy, bakit pinaikot-ikot nyo siya? Bakit hindi nyo siya ini-entertain as an heir? Alam niyo naman na wife siya, magtatanong siya ng mga information tungkol sa account, binibigyan siya ng hard time, at later on, pumayag na rin magbigay ng information, pero bang account lang. I mean, talagang binibigyan siya ng hard time. So para may pinapaboran. Please don't laugh again, ha? Sige, pakisagot lang.
Mr. Senator, we will investigate that, as I said. But we have given Mrs. Gina T. the information that she rightfully deserves as a surviving spouse.
Account number lang binigay nyo.
Yun
Hindi
po
amount.
kasi ang balances, even transaction history po, nabigay po. In fact, kay Mrs. Gina T. lang po namin shinare yung information na yun.
Is it right, Ma'am Gina?
As I mentioned, I give credit naman to RCBC for being helpful, but I had to go to the main office. I had to find a connection to get those records. But the fact remains that the branch office in Tandag they were never cooperative at all. I wrote letters to them repeatedly. They were never cooperative.
The branch?
Yes po.
So
Oo.
again, let me repeat.
Oo.
In fairness, yung main office, cooperative naman daw. After na magpunta sa main office. Kasi sinasabi ko, RCBC itself as an institution, okay sila, wala tayong problema doon. Siguro doon sa branch, at may mga tao doon sa branch na hindi gumagawa ng tama, hindi po nagpa-follow ng procedure. Yun dapat imbestigahan, find out, and then pag nakita nyo talaga may problema, may mali, then pagalitan yun, gumawa kayo ng parang isanction yung tao, si baking ko kinakalan sa bucket, and then ibalik yung pera na na-withdraw.
Gagawin po
Especially
namin
kung-
yan, Mr. Senator.
Thank you,
Gagawin
sir.
po namin yan.
Ma'am Gina.
Sir, again, this is after the fact. So, 3 taon na po ang nakakaraan. I've been talking to RCBC since 2022. They know my lamentations. They know my reklamo. Alam nila katakot-takot na email, calls, ginawa ko. Kaya nga dumulog na ako sa inyo because wala namang nangyayari. So, kung sasabihin sa akin ng RCBC ngayon, just because you're in front of them, na they will do their investigation and due diligence, for me, it's water under the bridge. Kailan na naman ito matatapos?
Ma'am, continuous to yung ano natin. Hindi naman ako ningas ko kundi sa Senado.
Yes,
Pag
sir, I
inumpisahan
trust
ko,
you.
tinatapos ko.
Sir, I trust you, but I
Thank
don't
you.
trust them. Sorry.
Ay, them. Okay, well see, nakita nyo RCBC. Nasira yung trust niya sa bangko ninyo. Kasi hindi kayo maagap, hindi kayo mabilis umaksyon. Once na dapat may pumunta sa inyo para magreklamo, ma-action agad kayo. Ay 3 years na pala siya pabalik-balik. Ang bagal ng aksyon ninyo, mas pinapaboran nyo pa yung mga anak. E-air din naman siya bilang isang legal wife. Widowed wife. O sana in-entertain nyo siya. But hindi. Pinabalik-balik nyo na, pinagod nyo lang siya. Until na nagsumbong siya rito, hindi pa sana kayo umaksyon. Dito hindi ako papayag. Paimbestigahan ko kayo. Patatawag ko yung Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas kung kinakailangan every week mag-hearing tayo rito. Sige, 1-2 sawa tayo. At pag nakita ko nagsinungaling kayo, ipapakontem ko kayo, may kulungan dyan sa baba, sa ilalim. Totoo. Marami na kami napakulong dyan, ng mga nagsinungaling, pinakontempt namin. Totoo yan, it will happen. Pasensyahan tayo. Now, yung Metrobank naman, may issue pa rin kayo sa Metrobank, ma'am, di ba? Nasaan yung Metrobank here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. I'm Janela Marie Panlilio from Metrobank.
Ano po yung posisyon niyo po sa Metrobank, ma'am Pandillo?
Yes, I am the head of legal.
Okay. Go ahead po, ma'am Gina. Ano yung problema niyo sa Metrobank?
Sa Metrobank po, unlike ang RCBC that they were eventually cooperative po, ang Metrobank, they were never cooperative.
Never?
Yeah po. The most that they gave me was a list of my husband's bank accounts. 5, no? Yeah. So, we have the documents na 5. They just gave me a list of his bank accounts, but alam naman po natin na common sense na dapat isulat nila pati yung corresponding balance, diba? So despite my repeated letters to them, I first, of course, in-approach ko muna yung branch heads ng Tandag City. and ginamitan po nila ako ng bank secrecy law. Even if my lawyers told them otherwise na hindi dapat gamitan, talagang kulang na lang magmakaawa ako sa kanila. So pinahirapan nila ako. And then eventually, umamin po sila sa akin na they were given instructions by the first and second sons of my late husband, the eldest Kevin T. and the counselor Alvin C. T. Jr. They were given apparently instructions po not to release any documents to me or any of my lawyers. Inamin po ng branch head.
And sino po yung nag-amin sa inyo niyan?
Nandun po sa...
May pangalan po tayo?
Apo, ano po sila.
Kasi baka i-deny nila eh.
Si Harold and si Randy Marinduque.
Harold
and
and
Randy. Harold is the branch head and Marinduque is
Marinduque.
like...
Magkapatid po ito, parang apelyido?
hindi po. Harold
Okay.
Honorides. Your staff to, sir, has the
All right.
copy.
Ma'am Janela.
Sir, can I add po?
Ay, go ahead po,
Yeah.
Ma'am Gina.
Because hindi nila ako pinapansin sa Tandag City, I sent a letter to the president of Metrobank. I don't know him, but naglakas loob lang ako.
And who's the president of Metrobank?
Mr. Fabian D.
Fabian?
Yeah, D-E-E.
D, okay.
He's the president. So I went personally to the head office of Metrobank. I didn't know anyone. Pumunta ako, may dala akong letter. It's a good thing that his executive assistant accepted the letter. Ang tono po ng letter ko kay President Fabian D. of Metrobank is seeking his intervention na sana ma-overrule niya yung decision ng Tandag City. Kasi sabi ko, kung nagawa ng RCBC na matulungan ako at mabigyan ako ng peso account o peso value, sana kayo din. Unfortunately po, sir, ang ginawa po ng office ni Mr. Fabian D, they just course me to the customer care service. Alam naman natin na pag na-customer care, wala nang mangyayari dyan. I'm just one of those complainants. And to think, pinag-uusapan natin na ang mga nalipat na pera ay napunta sa bank account na nasa Metrobank. Kasi yung Mighty Oaks Corporation, doon po nilipat lahat yung pera.
So, imbis na action na ng tanggapan ni Mr. Fabian D, yung complaint mo, pinasa ka pababa sa customer care
Via email pa.
through email pa.
Yun lang.
And
That's
then
it.
may nangyari ba after na ipasa ka sa
Ang
customer
sabi
care?
ng customer care, we will look into it. Alam ko nang wala na yun.
Wala na.
There's no point.
Metrobank, please.
Your Honor, if I may be allowed to address. First of all, I would like to apologize to Ms. Gina T. for the impression that we seem to be siding with one party. I would like to emphasize, Your Honor, that we, as a bank, have our procedures and we implement and follow this uniformly. In this case, po, Your Honor, we are not siding with any party. It is unfortunate and we, again, regret that this incident led to this complaint from Ms. Gina T. But when I do confirm that when we received the letters from her, we replied and we provided the information that we could provide under the law.
And what are those information?
So we issued a total of 3 letters, Your Honor.
No, but what she was asking ay yung mga account numbers and the balance of those accounts, which pinagdamutan niyo sa kanya.
Your Honor, I would like to respectfully bring her attention to a certification, a letter dated January 31, 2022, which was in reply to a letter from her, I assume it's her attorney, because she was signatory to the letter, Attorney Peter Neil Trinidad. They were asking for a certification. Ms. Gina T. signed at the bottom, and we replied to this and provided the outstanding balances as well, Your Honor. That was in addition to the first certification we provided.
So how many accounts were mentioned in response to her letter and
5 accounts, Your Honor.
with balances?
Yes, Your Honor.
Siguro, go ahead. The lawyer can talk. Go ahead, sir, kayo po magsalita. Pwede ka magsalita, Attorney Samuel Bernardo, lawyer of Ma'am Gina T.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I have with me the certification given by Metrobank. It only states here the 5 accounts, the account type, account number, and then the account name.
And there's no amount.
No amount here.
So magkaiba kayo.
Your Honor, I am happy to provide counsel with a copy of this letter. It's to a certain attorney Peter Neil Trinidad.
Sir, may I say that Attorney P.N. Trinidad used to be the legal counsel of the children, but he resigned as a counsel.
Of the children.
Of the children.
Not of you.
Not of me. So, hindi naman siguro ako dudulog kay Attorney kay Senator Raffy sa show nyo kung meron akong documents of from Metro.
Okay, Ma'am Janela, at you're a lawyer. Okay, yung binabanggit mong lawyer, lawyer yung ng kabila na inireklamo nga niya.
Your Honor, in the letter, Miss Gina signed also.
But were you sure na she was provided a copy or at least to her lawyer?
A copy was, hold on, Your Honor, let me just bring out my copy.
Was that hard copy letter o email?
Hard copy, Your Honor.
So pag hard copy, dapat meron siyang receiving signature na na-receive niya yung letter. Kasi naka-address sa kanya, di ba? Kung talagang naka-address sa kanya, dapat yung, was it through mail or registered mail?
So-
Regular letter, snail mail, ano
Yes,
ba?
Your Honor. So for clarity, the letter was dated January 21. It was written by Attorney Peter Neil Trinidad with the signed conformity of Miss Gina T. and signed also by one of the heirs / attorney in fact. No? We then replied to this letter and sent it to Attorney Peter Neil Trinidad.
Kaya nga, yung letter na, okay, maaring nga, sabihin na natin muna, bago ko tanongin si Ma'am Gina, na nag-conform siya doon sa request na pinadala sa sulat sa inyo, and in return, nag-reply kayo. Sinasabi niya, hindi siya naka-receive ng reply ninyo. So, ang tanong ko ngayon, ano yung mode of reply ninyo? Sabi mo, hard copy. Paano ba? Snail mail? Ano ba yung FedEx? Registered mail? Paano? O may ginamit kayo messenger?
May I just confirm for a minute, Mr.
Okay.
Chairman, on the exact mode
Sige po.
for accuracy?
So, while nag-examine si Ma'am Gina,
Sir,
would you like to say something?
Sir, if I may say, correct po kayo na I may have signed a request letter. But the question is, where is the response of that request letter, which we don't have at all?
Kasi kaya tinatanong ko
Yun
nga po, ma'am.
oo. So, baka
Kung
maaari ding na-forge, hindi ko po alam.
So dapat yung reply ninyo, yung pagpapadala nyo nung, kasi nireklamo nga niya yung kabila, Ma'am Janela. So, natanggap niya ba? Kasi kung natanggap niya yan, hindi na siya pumunta sa akin. Ba't pa siya magpagod pumunta sa opisina ko, sa programa ko, kung natanggap niya yan? Kasi yan naman kailangan niya, kaysa pabalik-balik doon sa inyo. You would like to say, Attorney
Yes,
Bernardo, say something?
Mr. Chair, I would like to add, based on the letter given by Metrobank, it was dated January 21, 2022, which they replied as to only the account type, account number, and account name. However, following that, on January 26, 2022, January 26, 2022, Miss Gina T. Sent a letter again to Metrobank Tandag to Mr. Randy Marinduque to ask the complete full bank history, activity, and transactions, which was signed by Miss Gina T. herself, but there was no letter reply. This was duly received by Metrobank, and
Okay,
this was
so-
copy furnished to our office.
Right. So, na-receive doon. Kaya nga yung sinasabi ko, Ma'am Janela, meron ba kayong ebidensya na na-receive ni Ma'am Gina yung reply ninyo na sinasabi nyo nandun yung account number at nandun yung balance?
Pinapacheck ko lang po, Your Honor, on the mode on how it was sent.
Well,
But
you should have
the
done that kasi alam mo naman yan ang pag-uusapan natin. So, ba't ngayon pa tayo magpapacheck? Naghahabol tayo ng oras.
I apologize, Your Honor, but we do confirm that there was a reply to the lawyer.
Sabihin na nga natin may reply. Kaya nga, you're a lawyer. You should know better. Pag nasa korte tayo, baka pinagalitan ka na ni judge. Dapat meron kang way na ma-determina kung yung reply nyo ba ay na-receive niya o hindi. O kung siya ba mismo naka-receive. Para makikita natin doon, receive, tapos sign niya. O, sinabi yung pinadala sa lawyer. Ngayon, sabi niya, hindi naman niya lawyer yon, lawyer ng kabila yon. O, sabihin natin, for the sake of argument, talaga nag-confirm siya. Okay. Pero that was before na nagkagulo-gulo. Na nagkagulo-gulo na, kasi bagal yung sagot nyo. Kaya dapat tuwing mag-reply kayo, kung sino nandoon sa letter na nag-request, pareho, kung dalawang tao, dalawang party, both parties should be sent a copy. And then, you should get a receiving signature from them.
That point is well taken, Your Honor. I will investigate on the mode of it, if it was sent.
Ngayon, Ma'am Gina, di ba may reklamo pa rin kayo yung mga cheque na
Yes, Your Honor. So, one the main reason naman talaga po na lumapit po ako sa inyo, sir, is to find clarity na ano na yung mga cheque na yon, diba? Which they said they will investigate. Na para sa akin, sir, don't you think po na much deserved, long overdue justice na ako. After 3 years, magche-check pa lang sila, magdo-due diligence lang sila, ngayon lang sila mag-investigate. When I have repeatedly complained to both banks.
those checks in question,
Yes,
when were
that-
they issued?
They were issued when my husband was still in the hospital and even after his death.
Pareho din sa RCBC.
Yung sa Metrobank po, if I mentioned po, sir, sa Metrobank, sa show ninyo, we did not reach that point because nga they were not cooperating at all. So I have no way to find out any data po because wala silang binibigay na bank balances. The most that Metrobank has helped me with is just the list of the bank account numbers. That's it.
So Metrobank, dapat pakita nyo yung activity, especially habang nasa ospital si Mr. T and then hanggang sa siya inamatay.
Your Honor,
In the name of transparency, you should do that. And kung sabihin nyo bank secrecy, air naman siya eh.
Your Honor, we would be happy to provide the information with the written consent of all the legal heirs or upon a court order, Your Honor.
Upon the court order,
Yes, Your Honor.
But-
As an exception, Your Honor, to the bank secrecy.
BSP is here. I need your opinion on this.
Mr. Chair, with respect to the BSP, we are not aware of any information about that incident or case of Ms. Gina Tick because we just received the information yesterday. The one thing that we did yesterday was to ask first RCBC and Metrobank if there's a complaint against them by Ms. Gina T. And the second one is to ask our Consumer Protection and Market Conduct if they have received a complaint also from Ms. Gina T. Based on that, we don't have a complaint from.
No, my question, the question now, Attorney Negradas, and maybe talk to your colleagues sa BSP, yung sinasabi nito ngayon ng Metrobank, kahit na air pa siya, and the only time na i-release nila yung bank activities sa account ng kanyang husband is to court order.
In my opinion, Mr. Chair, I
Air
think,
siya, ha?
I think there's a BIR resolution or memorandum circular on that, sir.
From?
BIR based on the recent amendment of the train law.
Anong
So I
sinabi
think,
po? Ano sabi sa BIR?
I cannot restate, Your Honor, the perfect provision, but basically it says that if there's death of the depositor, they just have to comply with, and the heirs just have to comply with the requirements of the BIR, and then it can be withdrawn subject to withholding of like 6%. I think I'm not sure of that.
So, ibig sabihin, merong memorandum sa BIR, in the event of the death of the depositor, yung heir nila just to have to comply doon sa BIR, bayaran yung mga taxes, whatever, and para ma-withdraw nila yung pera, ma-release sa kanila.
Yes, Your Honor, that's my understanding based on the memorandum circular of the BIR. But that would again depend on the internal policy of the bank.
Kasi nga po, BI and RCBC and especially Metro Bank, yung heir din naman kasi yung mga anak, nakapag-withdraw, na-transfer sa company ng mga anak. Meaning, yung mga anak ay nakapag-withdraw. Kasi doon sa likod, pangalan ng mga, sabi nga ni Ma'am China, pangalan ng mga company na ang mga owners ay yung mga anak ng counselor. So that means the counselor was allowed to withdraw. Was given access to all the information doon sa bangko. Pat kay Gina, pinagdadamutan ninyo, ang dami yung pasikot-sikot, kailangan pa ng mga court order, etc. Pag dito sa kabila, wala ng court order. Anytime makapag-withdraw kahit na hindi na dapat.
I apologize if that is the impression, Your Honor.
No,
but
that's
that
not
was
the impression.
case.
That's what happened. That's not the impression. No, don't give me those legal technicalities. No. That's not the impression. That's what happened exactly. When you say impression, hindi pa totoo. Parang opinion lang. Hindi eh. It's a fact. I'm stating fact here. Yes, ma'am.
Senator, if I may add also, I concur with attorney from the BSP. The family has done their due diligence. We have paid the 6% estate tax already.
Who did pay?
Kami, nung
Kaninong pera
kaming
galing
kaming mga bata,
eh.
nagpumirma na po kami na yung estate tax babayaran na. Yung 6% of the value of the estate. So nabayaran na po siya, merong documents na binayaran na ng mga bata sa Tandag City.
Kasama po kayo doon.
Opo, pumirma ako. So kaya nga that time nag-uusap pa kami. Kaya nga after that, dapat madidistribute na yung mga assets.
Yes.
'Di ba? Real and personal properties. Pero tama po kayo, the lady here from Metrobank cannot tell me that the impression, it's not an impression, attorney. The fact remains that you gave full access to my stepchildren and you did not give me that accord.
So, therefore, pwede tayong pumunta doon sa sinasabi ng BIR kasi ito ngayon, itong Metrobank nagsasabi kailangan meron pang attorney. Magkakaiba-iba sa
Your Honor.
BDO. Ang sinasabi ng BDO, nung lumapit si Ma'am Gina kasi may account siya doon, kung sa amin yan, okay. Hindi ka na mahirapan pa. Even RCBC, mukhang okay na. Kaya dyan sa Metrobank, nagmamatigas. Itong si Fabian D, dumapit na nga sa kanya si Ma'am, pinasa pa sa customer care. Sino ba itong si Fabian D? He's the owner of Metrobank.
He's our president, Your Honor.
Yes, go ahead po, Ma'am.
Your
Janela.
Honor, I just wish to clarify, it's true that under the train law, when the train law was enacted, BIR issued two relevant issuances, allowing an heir to withdraw his share from the estate subject to withholding of 6% tax, Your Honor. That does not, however, address my point earlier that I am still prevented from disclosing information pursuant to Republic Act 1405 to a non-account holder on or to someone who is not authorized
But
to
he's-
get information on the
Okay nga,
deposits,
bakit
Your
yung
Honor.
ibang heir na allow na makapag-withdraw? Bakit siya hindi? Equal dapat yan. Kasi wife siya, tapos meron children itong husband niya. So equal access dapat sila. Nakapag-withdraw yung iba, ito siya hindi.
Hypothetically, Your Honor, no one will be able to withdraw
Exactly.
from
So
death.
bakit meron pa rin perang lumabas at withdraw nung mga anak o stepson niya? Siya hindi nakapag-withdraw ni Sing Kunduling.
Uniformly po sa amin, hindi po yan makakapag-withdraw, Your Honor.
Kaya
Hindi
nga,
ko lang po
hindi
pwedeng
makapag-withdraw,
sagutin specific.
pero nakapag-withdraw. Yun ang, it's a fact.
I apologize, Your Honor. I cannot confirm that in these proceedings as that is covered by bank secrecy law, Your Honor.
BSP? Anong opinion niyo po rito? Kasi, narinig nyo kanina, yung heir, yung mga anak, nakapag-withdraw, nabigyan ng access and all, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung labas ng pera. Pero itong isa, yung wife, hindi.
Your Honor, what we really do with respect to the supervision of banks is to determine the bank's compliance with relevant laws, rules, and regulations. And one of that would probably, the one that being told right now is the bank secrecy law. And based on the bank secrecy law, it should not be disclosed to other persons, not as depositors.
Okay?
So probably in that case, although we don't have yet the specifics about that case, probably in that case, what was provided to the children, because they're, I don't know if they're depositors or they co-depositors, I'm not sure.
They're not. The same as the wife.
In that case, they should not be divulged to anyone if they are not the depositors. Under that rule, Your Honor.
And then under that rule, dapat wala dapat perang lalabas. Wala dapat perang mawi-withdraw. Equal. Okay. So siguro sa susunod na hearing natin, kailangan patawag siguro natin si Mr. D. Go ahead po, Ma'am Gina.
Senator, if I may just
Recording in
add to
progress.
attorney, just for the record, my husband and I have a joint account in Metrobank. So is the counselor. But again, because the estate, diba, pagka deceased na, the accounts are frozen, whether it be real property or personal property, right? Ako, when I tried to withdraw, hindi ko alam na ang law pala, pag may joint account, hindi ko alam. I only found out when my husband died and taking care of the estate, I only found out po that pag may joint account ang mag-asawa at yung isa namatay, even if buhay yung isa, frozen ang bank account. Okay, I didn't know that. But when I tried to withdraw from Metrobank, they said they cannot release any withdrawals because it's frozen. Pero yung sa side ng mga bata, they allowed it. So that's for the record.
Okay. May policy ang ibang bangko for a single account. I'm not gonna mention the name of the banks. So parang unique ang Metrobank, nag-iisa lang ata kayo, no? Dito for single account, depositor, NSO, certified copy of the death certificate of the depositor, tapos certified true copy birth certificate of the depositor, certified true copy marriage contract of parents of depositor, and then the parents likewise deceased, NSO certified true copy of their certificate. And then number 5, certified true copy birth certificate. Is number 6, birth certificate of the depositors, and then withholding tax of 6%. And then in this case, ma-release na sa air, even if it's a single account. Ibang bangko to. Sa bagay, iba naman siguro kayo, baka kayong unique, lahat ng bangko, siguro, para sa inyo, may bago kayo, iba kayong policy. I'm just stating to you, ito yung patakaran ng maraming bangko, kasama na yung BDO, na isa sa pinakamalaking bangko sa buong Pilipinas. What's your opinion? Siyempre, sabagay, iba naman ang policy ninyo, iba naman policy ng ibang bangko, pero halos karami ng mga bangko ito, ang pulisiya. Kayo dyan sa Metrobank, iba. But anyway, meron pa tayong susunod na hearing tungkol dito, and then we will bring siguro yung people from the BSP, and then the DOJ. Saan ba yung may DOJ pa tayo rito? Okay. Mr. Joseph Mendoza, kanina pa pala kinikinig. What is your opinion kung meron kayong alam tungkol sa banking and finance doon sa napag-usapan natin, especially doon sa na-mention ni Ma'am Janela Marie Panlilio?
Good afternoon, Senator. In that case, sir, I'm not familiar with this case because, sir, ang pinaghandaan ko, sir, na topic, sir, is about, sir, sa public advisory on online lending company, sir. Yun yung
Okay.
pinaghandaan kong topic.
Sige, I understand. Naintindihan ko kayo. Siguro sa susunod, mag-invite tayo sa DOJ. Siguro people from the courts, and then sa Bangko Sentral, yung tamang department na pwedeng sagutin itong pag-usapan natin. para we can investigate further, and the reason being is para we can craft laws in aid of legislation nga para mapaganda yung batas pa natin. At nang sa gayon hindi na maulit itong ganitong klaseng problema. Meron pa kayong last opinion, Ma'am Gina, before na ma-proceed ako sa another topic? Or your lawyer or anybody? You can say anything.
Nagpapasalamat ako sa inyo sa tanggapan niyo kay Senator Wen Gatchalian also for making this happen. I just trust the laws that it will be fair lang yung justice. And sana maging cooperative po yung mga stepchildren because they refuse to show up.
Okay. Napatawag ba natin yung... I'm not sure. Walang nagsipot? Padala mo ng subpoena. I don't care if he's a counselor. Pero nasa subpoena siya, ano siya, di ba, invite? Well, then I don't want to read that letter. Parang excuse letter yan. Then send a subpoena to him. Na he should be here. Diba, seryoso naman tong topic natin. Lahat ng hindi pumunta rito at nagpadala ng excuse letter sa next hearing, I want them here. And if they did not, they do not appear again, send them a subpoena. And hindi pa rin silang patikas pa rin sila, then ipawarat natin mga yan. Ganun lang kasimple. At wala kang masabi, so sa sunod na hearing,
Thank you po, sir.
para makamove on na tayo dito sa mga pawn shop naman. May mga so pwede na excuse yun, yung hindi na concern sa mga tungkol sa banks, sa OLA. So sa mga pawn shop na, of course, the BSP stays kasi concern pa rin tungkol sa sanlaan. Pawn shop. Okay, hindi, at least meron taga BSP kasi andyan lang kayo. Mas maganda, BSP. Okay. PNP. SEC can stay. SEC.